Okay, students, today we have to start biocoordinate chemistry. So, metal ions in biological system. Bioinorganic chemistry deals with inorganic chemistry and biology. To understand the role of inorganic elements in biological process, a meeting point of various fields: bioinorganic chemistry, biochemistry, microbiology, physics, toxicology, pharmacology, physiology, nanotechnology, and inorganic chemistry. A highly interdisciplinary subject. Main avenues of study: understanding the role of naturally occurring inorganic elements in biology. Metal ions at core of biomolecules control many key life processes. Understanding the structure and function of the metalloproteins and role of metal ions therein. Practical application of the knowledge gained. Use of inorganic molecules as a probes and drugs. For example, cisplatinum containing a platinum metal ion, aerofin, aram, and pharmaceutical aerofin as a pharmaceuticals, cardiolites, technetium, and gadolinium imaging agent, etc. Biologically important elements, which inorganic elements are important biologically. 99% of human body is comprised of 11 elements, that is bulk biological elements: hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, and they are their oxides. Bulk metal ion in nutrients: sodium, magnesium, calcium, and potassium. Essential elements for a wide range of bacteria, plants, and animals. Metals having sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, ferrous, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, molybdenum. Non-metals: fluorine, selenium, iodine, some partially silicon, and boron. The most abundant elements in the Earth's crust is oxygen, that is 49.5 percentage, almost half of the percent oxygen, and remaining part: silicon 25 percentage, aluminum 7.5 percentage, iron 4.7 percentage, calcium 3.4 percentage, sodium 2.6 percentage, potassium 2.4 percentage, magnesium and hydrogen 1.9 percentage each, and others are 1.1 percentage. The percentage of atoms in the human body: we have hydrogen 62.8 percentage, oxygen 25.4 percentage, in carbon 9.4 percentage, nitrogen 1.4 percentage, and others 1.1 percentage, 1.0 percent. The term bioinorganic which is biology. Just wait. Biology and inorganic is used to describe the accuracy of properties of inorganic elements in living systems. So, in periodic table, how many metal ions or how many elements are used or traced in our human body? These are blue color in metals, and some of orange colors is bulky molecules, and blue is the next level and the next major molecules, and remaining are some of trace elements. uh, the most important ions in our body is and their roles: calcium 1.5 to 2 percentage of body mass, bone, teeth. Magnesium 2 plus the role of magnesium is bones and teeth, intracellular activity. Iron 2 plus hemoglobin and myoglobin containing iron, and which is hemoglobin O2 transfer and myoglobin O2 storage. Copper 2 plus cofactor in enzymes. Many cofactor enzymes will have copper metal ion. And zinc 2 plus cofactor in enzymes and growth, healing. And cobalt 3 plus it's there in vitamin B12. Sodium and potassium, it's a water balance in our body, nerve impulsion, and fluids inside and outside cells. And some brief survey of metal ions in biological system: iron, copper, and some of the zinc metal ions. And first of all, we see the iron, and which enzymes containing iron, and what is the function, biologically function. Well, let us see the iron. Ferridoxin, succinate, ferridoxin, succinate dehydrogenase, cytochromes, catalase, hemoglobin and myoglobin. Ferritaxin's biological function involves in the photosynthesis, succinate dehydrogenase enzymes, aerobic oxidation of carbohydrates, cytochromes, cytochromes and catalase involved in the electron transfer, hemoglobin and myoglobin involved in the hemoglobin and myoglobin involved in the oxygen transport and storage, catalase protection against a human peroxide, cytochrome is electron transfer. Whereas a copper metal ion, it contains ascorbic oxidase enzyme, cytochrome oxidase enzyme. Ascorbic oxidase enzyme's function is oxidation of ascorbic acid. Cytochrome oxidase enzyme involves in the principal terminal oxidation, and ceruloplasm, it involves the iron utilization, and lysine oxidase contains a copper metal ion, it involves the lysine oxidation. Tyrosine also contains copper metal, it involves the its function is skin pigmentation. So this is the variation of the whites, blacks and negros. Some our skin color depends upon the this enzyme. And plastocyanin involves in the photosynthesis. Hemocyanin involves the oxygen transport in invertebrates. Lower level animals containing copper metal hemocyanin enzymes, which is the transport of oxygen, just like our hemoglobin, myoglobin. And some of other metals, zinc containing three enzymes, major enzymes, that is alcohol dehydrogenase, it is alcohol metabolism, function is alcohol metabolism. And another one, carbonic anhydrase, it's a CO2 formation, regulation of acidity, carboxypeptidase, pyruvate metabolism. Manganese arginine, manganese arginine containing manganese metal ion, pyruvate carboxylase, urea formation, pyruvate metabolism, the function is pyruvate metabolism. And cobalt containing enzyme, ribonucleotide reductase, it's involved in the DNA biosynthesis. And glutamate mutase, it involves in the amino acid metabolism. And molybdenum metal ion contains the xanthine oxidase, sulfate oxidase, aldehyde oxidase, nitrate reductase. These are four enzymes containing the molybdenum metal. So their function is purine metabolism, sulfite oxidation, and aldehyde oxidation, nitride utilization. And magnesium metal ion containing exokinase, it is a phosphate transfer. And calcium lipase enzyme containing the calcium metal ion, lipid digestion. Selenium glutamine peroxidase, the function of selenium glutamine peroxidase is protection against the hemoglobin and oxidation. Symptoms of elemental deficiency in human. So some of metal ion deficiency causes some disease in our human body. So some of the symptoms, let us see. So calcium deficiency, it's a retarded skeletal growth. So magnesium deficiency causes muscle cramps. Iron will form is cause the anemia, immune disorder. Mainly, so it's having the ladies, we got the anemia patients. And zinc deficiency, saturated growth, skin disease damage, retarded mutation. And molybdenum, retarded cellular growth, cobalt, pernicious anemia, nickel, depressed growth, dermatitis. And chromium, diabetes symptoms, silicon, skeletal growth disorder, fluorine, dental disorders, iodine, thyroid disorders, selenium deficiency, cardiovascular weakness, arsenic, impaired growth in animals. Effect of metal deficiency in human, this picture shows. Okay, some of the symptoms and deficiency of elements in human. And the picture shown, effect of metal deficiency in human. So these are the some anemia patients, thyroid patient, nerve impulsion and teeth affected patients shown here. And the various what are the medicine to supplement these metal deficiency? Iron tablets, ferrous sulfate and vitamin B12 capsules, calcium, calcium tablets, tyrosine sodium tablets, and sulfate, this calcium related some drugs. So these are drugs which are used for the covering of this whatever the metal ion is deficiency in our body. Okay, and next, applications of metal in medicines. So lithium, it's a treatment of depression in the form of Li2CO3 low doses, gadolinium 3 plus contrast agent NMR, barium SO4 contrast agent in radiotherapy, and 99 of technetium radiodiagnostic thyroid in thyroid detector, and RM1 rheumatoid arthritis, the form of these complexation, and stelbin 3 eczema, and bismuth 3 gastric ulcer, in the form of barium sulfate, bismuth sulfate, cadmium carbohydrate, thalassemia, and Wilson flog is some of the diseases we are using this cadmium also. Okay, so now the type of questions we are interested in here, the why a certain inorganic elements or compound is specifically required for a certain function in biological system. For example, cobalt required in vitamin B12, why not iron or copper? So we think that the question if of this type may be answered at least partially in terms of basic principles of inorganic chemistry. So the basic principle in biological selection of elements are, there are four basic principles: rule of abundance, rule of efficiency, rule of basic fitness. So evolutionary improvement of